Greetings and welcome to the Indian Classical Guitar Academy. I'd like to take you on a little tour through one of our most interesting courses called the Charukeshi Challenge. This really takes you step by step deeply into the world of improvisation within Indian classical music and enables you to peer behind the veil of this incredible art form. This course was first released last year to celebrate the launch of the Academy. Now our first anniversary has arrived and I've revisited this composition with my very talented bandmates, and we've done a collaboration performance of this Raag. The piece we created gave me the idea to extend the Charukeshi Challenge course and take students even further into this amazing musical landscape and help them to play like this one day too. Let's look at it chapter by chapter. The first chapter outlines the structure of the Raag and also breaks down the mission statement, explaining the foundations of this improvisational technique that I learned from my esteemed guru Roopa Panesar. It's centered on the subtle art of combining different numbered patterns together into extended rhythmic lines that seem to keep changing form while in mid-flow. This is something that only Indian classical musicians really seem to do at this high level. The second chapter then goes into teaching a wonderful composition by my good friend and bandmate Manish Pingle. It then goes on to break down the different numbered patterns and explain how they link back into the main composition in a very interesting rhythmic fashion as also an integral feature of Indian music. In chapter 3, you face the complete Charukeshi Challenge exercise. It sets you on a pathway so you progress through all the different numbered patterns that weave in and out of the main composition. This creates a very long and difficult exercise, so you'll be transformed into a different musician once you complete this task. But that's not all. Now we get into the new chapters. Chapter 4 goes even further to teach you how these patterns are realistically used when high-level improvisation is occurring. By combining the different numbers together into extended flowing phrases, the possibilities become endless. This really takes you closer to the kind of lines that top musicians would usually improvise. So it's simulating that kind of musical experience, but in a very controlled and structured way for the student. The fifth and final chapter provides you with a solo guide to begin creating your own improvisations and even develop your call and response skills. This leads you towards playing a very traditional and intricate Tihai rhythm pattern, using the numbered combinations but in an even more powerful way. This creates the high impact ending to a series of improvised passages typical to the performance of an Indian classical Raag recital. So in the end, you'll have a very well developed sense of how this improvisational style works, what are the core areas of technique, what role do each of them play, and how to practice effectively working towards that goal. It's worth knowing that the skills we developed in this course are really best built on the foundation of the essential techniques for Indian guitar course. This makes sure that you're really approaching the guitar in the best way for this style and that you've got all of the main features of your technique in order. And then you can go on to tackle this kind of material with much more confidence and much more of a fluid learning process. If you want to start one of these courses, you can buy them individually or you can subscribe monthly to access all of them. For subscribers, there will be new content every month, including live streams where we can answer your personal questions and go into more detail about applying this material. So far we've covered Raag Yaman, Raag Bhageshri, Jog, Hamsadwani, Kafi, and Raag Malkons, and there's much more to come. This body of work is a culmination of the 18 years experience I have as a guitar teacher, combined with the knowledge acquired through studying the sitar directly, and then adapting that material using the guitar techniques that suit this style best. To create these courses and gather the most authentic material possible, I work closely with other Indian classical musicians such as Manish Pingle and Riot. I'd like to give a special thanks to my guru Roopa Panesar, who has guided me in the creation of these courses. Much of the material has been adapted directly from my training with her. Also Shakir Khan, my guru, who's been inspiring me immensely and continues to shape how I approach the instrument and this incredible world of Indian classical music. So come and join us at the Indian Classical Guitar Academy to start this journey. The first 50 subscribers will get a reduced price every month for the whole duration of their membership. So come and be one of the first guitar players to realise what it means to be an Indian classical musician.